Aloha, namaste. This is Radha, and I'm here to talk about our transit from the sun moving into Capricorn today on January 14th. It's happening around noon Hawaii time, which is 2 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And this marks a shift, not just for the whole month, but really in our relationship to source, our relationship to those in power, authority, government, our own authority, our own leadership, our capacity to connect to consciousness itself. This is all what the sun represents. And moving from Sagittarius into Capricorn marks a change from really receiving our authority from our beliefs, maybe our religious practices, or our being against religion, or being atheist, which is also a belief system that is basically the other side of the coin of religion. And it's moving us into this more grounded and earth-based sign of Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn as opposed to Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius. So we're moving out of this place of expansion and optimism into a more constrictive place where we're very aware of time. Capricorn is where we have this inherent awareness that we only have so much time here. We only have so much time in this day. We only have so much time in this week. We only have so much time in this year. And ultimately, we only have so much time here on Earth at all, right? And this constant awareness can create a pressure for us. And the pressure gets us doing things, right? Gets us finishing projects. It gets us building our house. It gets us, toiling in the actual field and doing something rather than just staying in the sort of lofty realm of our beliefs and our ideals. But it also comes with it a constriction and a quality of deflation of the hope and the optimism. Because once you get your shovel in the ground and you're laying the bricks, you start to realize how hard something is, or how much of a differential there is between where you want to be and where you actually are. So there can be a feeling of like coming down, and it depends really greatly on where this is in your chart. So for each of us, we have a different house that Capricorn is representing. For the earth signs, Taurus and Virgo and Capricorn, it's a dharmic house. It's either your rising sign in the case of Capricorn, or it's your ninth house in the case of Taurus, where this is where your beliefs and your ideals are actually rooted in the earth sign of Capricorn. For Virgo people, it's the fifth house of children, creativity, and joy. And then the sun also represents something different for all the different signs, right? For Aries people, the sun is the fifth house of creativity and fun, and it's moving into their 10th house of hard work and efforts in this world and upholding their external responsibilities. So this is why I do the breakdown for all 12 signs, because it's really important to understand what this is actually shifting and changing for you. For some people, it's big transformation. For Capricorn people themselves, the sun represents transformation, facing their fears. Their biggest fear is their power and authority and leadership. And this is why the sun doesn't necessarily do that well in Capricorn, because the sun and Saturn are inimical to each other. There's a quality of us dimming our light and keeping our eyes to the ground and not looking up, not allowing that stream of consciousness to come in to us and feed our capacity for power and leadership, but this deep humility where we must keep our eyes down and just do the work in front of us. And sometimes the work is dictated by somebody else. Often it's dictated by somebody else, or some outside concept or belief, or something that we've been taught by society. And this is why the signs are so important, right? Because we had to go through the Sagittarius period. And meanwhile, Mars, and I'll share my screen for this part before I close up here, Mars and Mercury are still in Sagittarius, and Venus is about to move in on the 18th. So we have still a lot of energy here in this realm of our beliefs. We're still uprooting our beliefs with Mercury and soon with Venus around our relationships and our capacity to communicate. Mars is already pretty solidly in the sign, and more closer to where the new moon was that we just had, where we're planting new seeds, and we're really trying to plant new seeds of discernment and hope, but also truth. And so this move into Capricorn is going to represent us acting on what it is that we believe and what we think we know. If you want to sign up and see what the forecast for your specific sign is and what the sun moving into Capricorn is for your specific sign, you can go to the link for forecast to all 12 signs below. And if you're not yet a subscriber here on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button and I'll see you again soon. Namaste.